I truthfully never expected it to hit so hard, and then the challenges just kept coming, but you reach your final destination, aka Worlds, and it truly makes it all feel worthwhile. So here's my 32-hour journey to Worlds. It was hectic. It almost didn't happen. So with that, a huge shout out to Vessi, the sponsor of my entire journey in making this whole trip happen. With that, let's get into it.
And so it begins.
And sorry if I sound like a bit of a zombie, I literally just traveled for 32 hours. And so, first things first, have to do all my prep with my little buddy. And so that included probably about 3 hours of packing. And not only that, but it's also really hard to do with a crying baby. So after we're all done, had to put him in the Vessis just for lulz. And I don't think he loved it, but it was hilarious. All right, this is probably the worst angle ever. Let's do a walk and talk about the plans because there's a lot that has to go on in the next 48 hours. First one being I need to get on a plane in Tulsa at around 5 a.m., which means I need to wake up at like 2 a.m. My tripod, got my gimbal, and then from there go to JFK. Well, not JFK, go into LaGuardia, which is right next to JFK in New York City. That part's gonna be fine, no big deal. Part's gonna be fine, no big deal. But then immediately, this is where the fun begins because I'm in a plane in Tulsa, and then I immediately get told, actually, we will not be able to make your connecting flight to New York because we have maintenance issues and it's gonna take a long time, so you will miss your connecting flight. Therefore, you need to get on this other flight, but you're gonna be on standby and you probably won't even make that. So kind of good luck on you. I just barely was able to make it. I was the last person on standby to make on that flight. So I made it to Dallas and then Dallas to New York City. Even though it didn't go smooth, I did end up making it to my final destination. And this is certainly going to sound corny, but it was unironically true. In the moments where I was just in total uncertainty thinking about my entire trip collapsing, I did love the comfort that I felt in my Vessis. So that leads us to the sponsor of today's video, Vessi. If you want phenomenal shoes that are waterproof, durable, and will withstand whatever travel troubles you have coming your way, go to vessi.com/wildruns to save 15% off your first order. While I'm in New York City, I'd like to at least film parts of the city because I do not leave until 10:15. So from there, I decided to carry my 50 pounds of luggage and play a course in New York City.
Feeling so drained. It's not even halfway over. I think the hardest part is definitely done, so that's good. Currently in Highland Park. This is the lowest rated course in pretty much all of New York. It has abysmal ratings. There we go. Let's go. Twice where it's left.
I do think New York City is sketchy. I've been there lots of times. I feel like I can say it without being too hyperbolic, but yes, it is a little sketchy. Hopefully I can do a lot of sleeping and editing because I'd love to edit this video and the next one before I even really get to my Airbnb.
Nope. I'm in a Minute Hotel. So basically, I got this room for a couple of hours. I'm so stoked. I feel like I'm at 20% right now. So let's get some rest. All right, we're like 3 hours later. Well worth it, no regrets here.
All right, so I got almost 3 hours of sleep just now. It was a pretty on and off nap schedule, but man, helped so much. I feel like I needed that. I always thought these like minute suites were like total scams, and maybe they are to some degree. But being able to get some quality sleep right now was actually so clutch. I'm like glad my wife recommended it. So I think the plan for right now is get some sleep, or I'm good on sleep. Get some food. Oh, I feel so much better. So much better. Overall, this has required a lot more planning than I ever would have guessed. Like I'm not even leaving my house yet, and there's been more planning than almost any other trip I've ever done.
Finally made it. Tiniest room I've ever seen. But we got everything we need. Literally like a micro studio. All right, so I'm super gross. Got a shower. I just saw Paul. I was like, good luck, man. He was confused. He didn't really want to talk to me. Fair. He's got a lot on his mind. But let's clean up, go to the opening ceremony, pick up press passes, and then after that, let's rest. Because I'm on hour 33 of my adventure. Oh, so tired. So tired.
Only few of you ever will feel what is to be a champion. So live in the moment, because that is the only thing that really matters. Thank you.
May your throws be precise, your puts be true, and your spirit on competition shine brightly.
I think this will conclude the getting to Worlds. It's been crazy. Just had the player ceremony wrap up. This is just gonna be such a hype Worlds. Assuming it doesn't rain, like not the entire thing is ruined by how bad it could be based on rain. But such a hype event. And there's like 45 countries here, which just goes to show like disc golf is so much more than just like a sport in the US. It really is like worldwide. It's gonna be electric. And I cannot wait. I'm like actually super hyped. I mean, I knew I was gonna be hyped, but you can kind of feel it. You can see people like actually crying at the like ceremony, which may have been a bit overkill, but people just really care. And I cannot wait to see how this thing ends. Oh, feel the hype.